Hi everybody, welcome to Ailey Maxwell Makeup. It's me, Ailey. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this picture. Just so happens to be blue again, but you could do it with any colors really. Basically, you're just using colors that are in the same hue family, but they're different shades in the hue. So you're going from like a turquoise blue all the way to maybe like a navy blue. But you could do the same thing with light pinks all the way to magenta. You could do it with maybe yellow all the way through a dark orange. The colors that I'm going to be using are from the 88 Shimmer palette from Coastal Scents. The shadows on this picture are matte. If you wanted it to be matte, you would just use matte shadows. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to do this a little bit differently than the last one. I'm actually going to talk through it instead of putting the writing up. So the first thing you're going to do is get your palette. You're going to get a medium-sized flat brush. So I'm going to take a nice light, cool cream color. You don't want it to be too warm because you're going to be working with blues. So I'm actually going to take this. It's actually more of a light blue, but it's still on the white side. So I'm just going to take that, and I'm going to apply it all over everywhere basically except the center of the lid. So I'm going to start in the corner and bring it up to the brow bone. And if you look at the picture, I'll flash it up again. You can see how nicely it blends, and part of that is because there's that nice creamy white base there that's helping all the shadows blend into nothing. You want to take, and if you're not using a highly pigmented shadow, I definitely wouldn't put this all over the lid because it's gonna kind of mute the colors that you put on top. You also want to bring that down just along the bottom of the inner tear duct, but not all the way along the bottom because you don't want that to mute the colors you're going to be putting under there. We're going to take more of a turquoise color because we're working with blues again. I'm going to use this one. I will actually write down the colors in the information box because I know that this isn't the best way to show you which colors I'm using. So I'm going to apply this to the inner corner and just above the crease. And I'm going to concentrate the color more on my lid and let it blend up into where we put the lighter white color. I'm going to bring this, I hope I'm on camera, I'm trying to look in my mirror, about halfway across my lid, concentrating most of the color on the lid and letting it kind of fade up above the crease. I'm also going to take another turquoise color. It's a little bit deeper in blue, and I'm going to go over where I just applied this turquoise and just to give it a little bit of dimension, paint that onto my lid. I'm working with these shadows dry, by the way. I think that when you're just starting out in makeup, it's a little bit more difficult to use them wet because they're not as easy to blend. So now that we have this nice turquoise color on here, we're going to go into more of a navy, a blue that's more cool and has a little bit less of that yellow-green base in it. I'm going to be using the blue that is one above that dark navy color, right above the latch. But I'm going to load my brush with this nice, it's almost an indigo color, almost a little bit purpley. And I'm going to bring that on the outside third of my eye. And now, so again, I'm taking this blue in the crease and down along the outside third. A lot of people, when they're starting out with a color, worry about they're not used to how much color to put on their brush and they get those little fallouts. An easy way to prevent that is to just, before you put your eye makeup on, load up a brush with just translucent powder and just plop it right under your eyes. When you're done and all those fallouts are down under your eye, they're going to be attached to the powder and not your skin. and you can just brush that away, and you don't have to worry about getting a nice blue smear across your face. So I'm actually pulling this color up above my crease and out. If you take a fluffy brush, this is actually a Sephora, let's see, all over shadow brush. I use that a lot to blend the color out, especially without. Now I'm going to take there isn't a very good gray in this palette. It pretty much goes from brown to black. The black is okay. I would take a pencil brush. Let's see. You see that? This happens to be a Sephora crease. And I would lightly load the black, maybe mixed with a little bit of the silver just to dilute that black. Very lightly. And you're going to pull that in your crease. It's very easy to add color, not so easy to take it away. Now, one thing that you'll notice about this picture in particular is that that turquoise blue shows up again on the outside corner, the outside edge of where that dark black and blue stop. So I'm going to take that flat brush and go back in with that turquoise color. And I'm just going to put it back, blend it into the outside. And you want to bring this turquoise also under your lash line. So I'm going to pull that turquoise under this way. And then I'm going to go back in with that dark navy over that, right close to my lash line. I'm actually going to go back in with that navy color in my crease. And even though I've already put the black there, doesn't mean that I can't go back in with any of the other colors to adjust it to where I want it. Right here on my lid, closer to the lash line, is very light. It fades up, and especially in this outer corner it's dark. That's where the dark blue and the black is. Then I'm going to go in with a liner. I'm going to go in really close to my lash line. I'm just going to line the top lash line. You can also, a good trick for making your lashes look really full and getting that dark lined look without having a big thick smudge of black liner. If you are used to waterlining your lower lid, I'll do that right now so you can see, which is just putting your liner on that inner wet lid. You can do that on your top lid. Now, some people have very sensitive eyes and it's going to take some getting used to. If you do that with like a blue, the blue is going to make the white of your eye look very, very white. I'm just going to curl my lashes. I, for this look, would probably put on fake lashes. I'll probably do a tutorial, I'm not even looking in a mirror, on how to put on fake lashes. I know it seems kind of daunting to some people. I also will do a tutorial coming up on how to make your own feather lashes. That'll be really fun for Halloween. It's easy, you don't need a lot, it's really cheap, and they look really, really cool. So here is the finished look. Okay. So this was Allie Maxwell giving you a tutorial on a blue look inspired by this picture. Thanks for watching Allie Maxwell Makeup. We'll see you next time.